You played for, obviously, a Michigan guy in high school. You know all about this rivalry. And what was the point when you started to kind of embrace and understand what this was all about? Was it high school? Was it once you got here you didn't understand?
It was more so when I was younger. We always saw the colors, the red and blue, and the big rivalry. But once I got here, I really embraced it. From older guys, of course, because they felt more because it was their almost like last game playing them. They always wanted to come out with a win. So it just gained strength as my years went on.
What was the was there a moment? Was there a certain player that kind of resonated with you?
I would say probably Brandon Graham. His last year, the seniors that was there when I was a freshman, that's when it hit me the hardest because the week of practice it was crazy. It was going all out, hardcore, all day, every day, just so we could beat Ohio.
Well, what do you remember about the last time you guys played in Columbus 2 years ago?
Hostile environment. I mean, it's just like you can't compare it to anywhere else because of the hatred that it comes with. When you go down there, it's a lot of you see the sea of red. Not something similar to Nebraska, but it's just the feeling you get once you enter Columbus. Like you're here, it's time to go. You're ready for a fight.
Well, you came here as a highly touted recruit, and yet Jordan Kovacs had to try out twice to be on the team. What do you remember about him, if anything, from his freshman year and what he's become as a football player?
Jordan Kovacs, not only as a football player, he's grown as a man. I respect him a lot because I've learned so much from him and like what hard work takes because, like you said, he didn't come here on scholarship. He didn't get offers anywhere. He came here and got cut the first time and then came back again with a knee injury and made the team and now a starter and a leader and a captain on his team.
I know it's a big game, but does it add anything that they're 11-0 and you could possibly end their perfect season?
No, I mean, if they were 0-11, it still would be Michigan playing Ohio. That's all you need. That's all you'll need, no motivational speeches or anything to come into this week to get prepared to play Ohio.
Is it possible for a Michigan player to have friends on the Ohio State team, and do you have any?
I wouldn't say I have friends. I know a few of their players from like the All-Star games and coming out of high school. I've known Simon, Big Hankins. I played against them as well in high school.
Do you pay any attention to Nebraska, Iowa on Friday? I mean, do you plan on watching that because of what that could implicate for you guys?
Friday, from here to about 4:30, 5 o'clock Saturday evening, I'll be focused on Ohio, so that's it, no.
William, you mentioned the environment down there and the hate and all the red and stuff. Is that fun to go into, or is it kind of daunting or nerve-wracking, or what is it like getting into that?
No, me as a player, I love going to environments like that. It just brings the best out of you. The pressure on a person, it just shows what type of person they can be, what type of player they can be as well.
In a couple games this year, you guys have struggled to contain the edge against some spread option teams like Northwestern. What do you do to focus in on that this week and make sure Braxton doesn't contain?
Make sure that's a big coaching point within practice and meetings because Braxton Miller, he's a great runner and he's gotten better at throwing the ball as well. So we need to contain him to stop some of his amazing abilities.
When you look at Madison since he's come here, what's maybe the one thing that stands out the most of what he's been able to do to turn you guys from what you were defensively to what you are?
The passion that he brings to every meeting, every practice. He comes into practice, it's sort of like when you have a father figure, when he says he's not mad at you, he's disappointed. When he says he's disappointed, it hurts more than him being mad. So that's probably the same thing.
Does he say that to you a lot?
What, he's disappointed?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't say it, but sometimes you can see it and feel it, the way he's acting, or like his mannerisms and stuff.
Well, you guys talk every week about how you're just focused on, this week, this opponent, but is Ohio State maybe a team that you kind of do in the back of your minds all season long?
Like Coach Oak says, we start every meeting with beat Ohio, so you can say that, yes.